One anime I really enjoyed for fall of 2024 was Sumasho, or My Wife Becomes an Elementary School Student, and thankfully I don't have the modern day knee-jerk reaction to everything. I was able to enjoy this story for what it is. Very heartwarming and very sad at the same time. The story follows a guy named Keisuke who's a bit clumsy, and one day while giving a presentation at his job, he meets a very beautiful woman named Take, and for him, it's like love at first sight. And shortly after meeting, they share lunch together with one of her famous home-cooked bento boxes, that's waifu already, and they become very familiar with each other. Then after overthinking a text message of how to ask her out, I've been there before, they go on multiple dates, eventually getting married, and have a daughter together named Mai. Everyone is happy, life seems perfect, until one day sadly his wife dies in a car accident, which sends him into a state of ultimate depression for him and his daughter. 10 years has passed to present day, with him living a very mundane day-to-day life, and for him it's like time has stopped and become still, stuck in a state of gloom he just can't get out of. While him and his daughter do still live together, he hasn't been the most engaging father, only taking care of the essentials in the house, convenience store food every night, and just making sure the bills are paid every month, feeling total emptiness which everyone around him can sense. Then one day walking home after work, sharing his normal cheap meal with his daughter, a knock at the door brings a 10-year-old girl claiming she's home very confidently. And of course, stunned and confused, he suggests she has the wrong address, but she doubles down saying, "I'm Take, your wife, and the mother of their daughter, Mai." With the father and Mai being widely skeptic, Take goes through a personal timeline of their lives full of information only they would know, and eventually they come to believe her, and that this must be a phenomenon, reincarnation of some sort. Then after enough convincing, she voices loudly her complaints of their low standard of living, eating cheap convenience store food every night, and she scolds Maya for being a shut-in, saying she shouldn't be wasting her 20s stuck in the house. As she's leaving, because she is the daughter part of another family, she promises to make them bento boxes on certain days, visiting when she can. And this next scene really hit hard. Before she fully leaves, he can't help but run after her, hugging her, and while he does have the ugly crying face on, you can't help but just empathize with him. Having his wife taken from him so abruptly, spending 10 years in just absolute depression, feeling like life has no meaning. Then you have this almost miracle place before you, thinking this must be too good to be true, like a dream you might wake up from. But while it's here, you just want to savor this moment as much as you can, never knowing when you'll get another chance like this again. And this is what good writing does. That even though I've never experienced anything close to this, I can feel this scene just all the way through. Like, yes, I've had a relationship end, and after growing attached to one person, it's almost like you have to relearn what it's like to be by yourself again and adapt to not being in their presence anymore, even though they're constantly on your mind 24/7. But this guy's tears and passion is really delivered well, that you imagine it must be a million times worse than any breakup could ever be. And it gets a bit funny because he's so caught up in this brief reunion, he's not aware how this could be seen by strangers in public, which I thought as well, but it goes to show how emotionally filled this guy was. Like, this whole scene was like the wall of a dam breaking leading to the waterworks flowing. And during this scene, she scolds him again, saying that he has to beat her as a father for their daughter, that he shouldn't be walloping in constant sadness and just wants them to progress with their lives moving past her death. The next day, his aura completely changes, with happiness and excitement just radiating from him, felt by everyone in the office, and he gets to enjoy one of her famous bento boxes once again, with one lady taking a special interest in his newfound spirit, asking to share lunch with him, expressing she's glad to see him so upbeat, and this leads to its own subplot throughout the season. And as a family, they make up for lost time, going on many outings, making new memories together. And while the show does have its happy moments, the series does have some sad moments as well that really hit you in the heart. And without spoiling too much, there is sometimes the mother forgets her memories of her past life with them and resorts to the normal 10-year-old's life she has reincarnated to. And it's like they lost their wife and mother all over again, and it made me think, man, that can really make you hate life, thinking it's too cruel. And it comes to a point where they have to make a tough decision whether to let his wife and her mother go or be selfish, wanting her to stay in their present lives. And it makes you think, like, what would I do? Would I be selfish, saying know you're not going anywhere, I can't live without you or afford to lose you again. And this doesn't have to apply to a girlfriend or a lover's situation. This could be a family member or someone you're deeply connected to, and you just can't imagine life without them. Or would you be understanding enough to realize this isn't about you? There's a bigger picture here. This girl who a loved one has reincarnated to has a life of her own. And I'm not naive enough to know exactly which feelings would get the best of me in these moments. And that's what makes this such a good show. Good writing, good music, just able to convey these emotions and scenarios so well that even if you haven't experienced this firsthand, it puts you in the shoes of these characters. So, yeah. So if you haven't already, definitely check this show out. I highly recommend it. Heartfelt all the way through, man. And if you have, tell me what you think about it in the comments below. Did you enjoy this show like I did? Can you relate, etc.? And if you haven't already, check out my music on Spotify, link in the description. If you enjoy those Samurai Champloo lo-fi mellow boom bap vibes, then my music is definitely for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Free think. Peace.